Ronald McDonald Camp was founded in 1986 by Dr. Audrey Evans, one of the founders of the Ronald McDonald House and the chair of the Division of Oncology at the Children's Hospital Philadelphia from 1969 to 1989. She started camp by taking a handful of kids on a camping trip to Connecticut. Today, Ronald McDonald Camp is a one-week overnight camp for patients and their siblings, ages 7 to 17, located in the beautiful Pocono Mountains. Currently, the camp serves up to 200 campers. Every year, Dr. Evans visited camp for a day and engaged with the kids. We will forever be grateful to her for creating a space for patients that is safe and fun-filled and promotes supportive friendships. It's a place that fosters growth through mastery of new skills and social situations, where all are welcome and included, and where siblings can develop relationships with those who understand their experience.
I loved being a counselor. The best part is getting to be with the campers the whole time, getting to see them support one another, grow together in activities and challenges, and just be kids together. As a counselor, I could have a completely different role in supporting these kids than I do in my day-to-day work at CHOP. I could help to talk them through homesickness, through trying something new, through the sadness of camp only being 1 week out of the year. I get to see them out having fun, being normal kids. It is so incredible to see them thriving, and you'll never be at a place like RMC. There are no cliques, there's no teasing or meanness. It doesn't matter what someone has been through. They are accepted and loved by their peers. I think it's a really unique experience for them.
RMC marked my second year as part of the counselor team for junior camp. It was undoubtedly a challenging week. Sharing a cabin with 6 10-year-old boys is every bit as chaotic as it sounds. It was gratifying to contribute to making the experience a memorable one for the campers. For many campers, RMC is the highlight of their year, offering plentiful opportunities to socialize and simply enjoy being a kid. With activities ranging from art, music, and woodworking, to archery, nature exploration, sports, and a ropes course, and time at the lake, RMC gives campers a rich variety of ways to engage both their bodies and minds. As a counselor, it's really cool to see how the campers have not allowed their experience with cancer to completely define them. Since my role at CHOP is a non-patient-facing one, being part of RMC as a counselor has helped me to keep things in perspective and appreciate the work being done outside the hospital to enhance children's happiness and holistic well-being.
Camp was an incredibly nourishing experience for me. I absolutely loved being a counselor and helping our kids thrive in this fun-focused environment, which offered quite a different perspective than my inpatient role. Seeing our kids feeling well, spending time together, and doing kid things truly filled my cup. These kids have so much to teach the world. Their undeniable compassion, acceptance, and supportive attitude towards everyone around them, their willingness to hear new perspectives and try new things is inspiring. They are brilliant, strong, and have a great energy for life, and spoke with so much insight when sharing how their cancer-related experiences are an important part of who they are. Being surrounded by the kids and all of the people involved in camp, I felt rejuvenated and returned with an even deeper passion to provide excellent care with the loving and positive attitude that makes the oncology world feel as homey and comfortable as it can be. Being a part of this beautifully supportive community long-term is something I will always treasure, and I'm already looking forward to next year.
I have been looking forward to Ronald McDonald Camp since my first conversation with Anne. I did not know what I was going to be a part of, but it surpassed every expectation of mine. The campers in my cabin were mature, kind to one another, and displayed such great attitudes throughout the week. Before camp, I could not have imagined how impactful the week would be and how many lifelong memories are made at RMC. Ronald McDonald Camp means the world to so many people, and I look forward to being a counselor again next year.
I simply cannot put into words the full depth of what camp is to me and so many others. Ronald McDonald Camp is not merely a summer camp or even a place. It's watching a child do something they never thought they would or could do, or seeing a smile break out on their face, or even witnessing a shy, quiet child make a lasting friendship. It's the warmth of a hug. It's the flood of positive emotions that breaks upon you like a rushing wave. It's knowing that you made a difference in a child's life and for however brief a time, shifted that focus away from the illness or difficulties that child may be facing and onto the shining spirit they all hold within.
It is a place to go where everybody will understand what no one else will understand back at home or school. At least most people. It is a great detox and spiritual lift. Being in nature helped me connect with myself and be a very happy camper. Each year at camp, I learn many things and try lots of new things. I love getting to be tight with my cabin mates.
My cohort grew so much stronger, so by the end of the week, I felt like I was leaving sisters. It was interesting to see what activities we each bonded over and what everybody individually enjoyed.
Wow, wow, wow. Please thank Daniel's counselors and let them know how grateful we are for showing us this picture of him climbing the tall zip line. It is a true testament to what our kids are capable of when they have the proper supports. He had so much fun at camp. When we picked him up, it was amazing for folks like Ann and Kelly, who know him so well from when he was in treatment and from when he first came to camp, telling us how amazed they were at how much he has grown and how much more he was able to do this year. We want to thank you for taking a chance on our little guy 2 years ago and giving him these opportunities to grow so much.
RMC was a huge step for both my son and me. Spending so much time together in a hospital setting and at home due to the amount of care my son needed made him very dependent upon me. It also made me very overprotective, and this opportunity proved to him that he could be independent and proved to me that he could do it without me. It was a difficult week for me as a parent, but I was overjoyed hearing what a great week he had and loved seeing the huge smile on his face when we picked him up. He was so proud of himself, and it really gave him a lot of confidence.
Camp is a true display of how compassion-driven work and above and beyond efforts make a life-changing difference. There's so much thought and energy put into creating an environment where everything is set up for the kids to be successful and reduce whatever barriers exist in their regular lives. Frequently, I wondered, what if the whole world was like this?
This experience is as helpful to the spirit and mind as medicine is to the body. My daughter has attended camp since she was quite young. The benefits of camp have changed over the years as her needs and circumstances have also changed. But each year, it is a huge gift to our family that she has this experience. When she was younger, my daughter needed some time away from the doctors and hospitals where she could be just a kid, rather than a sick kid, and where she could participate in fun activities safely. Truthfully, she needed time away from me too. The Ronald McDonald Camp is about the only place I trusted that my daughter would be safe and properly cared for, emotionally and medically, by people who understand her situation. At camp, she was able to connect with other kids and build friendships and share a wonderful time together. Camp is a safe place to share this part of her life, process feelings, and know that she is not alone. All at the same time, she is having the time of her life, disconnected from social media and connecting in person with other teens who get it.
My sons Colin and his younger brother Will first attended RMC in 2014. Truth be told, I thought his medical team was out of their mind when they recommended we send Colin and Will to camp. His doctors believed in camp so much, they arranged his treatment schedule to accommodate him going. It is worth me saying again, I thought they were out of their minds. So, the day before camp, Colin had clinic and was so angry about being forced to attend camp, he got up and walked out of his oncology appointment. I never saw him get mad at anything during his treatment. That cancer did not tick him off, but the thought of camp did. Fast forward to pickup day. I was ready to rescue Colin, figuring he was going to be exhausted, angry, and resentful. Then I saw him get out of the car, and I was stunned. See, I sent one version of Colin to camp, and another version came home. I had known some of Colin's spirit was gone. A part of his light had gone out because of cancer. And I knew cancer was taking a toll on him. But I just didn't realize how very much until I saw him get out of the car. 6 days at camp did what no medical personnel or drug could ever do. It showed him that while he may have had cancer, cancer did not have him. Colin came back, his head held high again, his body and mind healing. He got to spend a week as just Colin, not Colin that has cancer. He got out of that car believing he was more than a cancer diagnosis. He got out of that car realizing he was not alone in his journey. Colin never went back to being the person he was on August 17th, the day before we dropped him off at camp. I knew he needed to be a regular kid, but knowing it is completely different than seeing the result of camp with my own eyes.